I received the following letter. Quote, "My husband John and I have been married 20 years and have 2 great kids. For the past 15 years or more, our marriage has been heading toward disaster because of all the getting and protecting behaviors you talk about in your books. I recently discovered that John had been having what he calls an emotional affair for at least 6 months, calling this woman several times a day and even going to her home. He insists that he did not have sex with her, but there is some evidence that he may have. He does admit she is the type of person he would consider marrying, which hurts me deeply. 2 months ago, the woman moved away, and now John and I are having serious conversations for the first time in 15 years. Real Love is helping us a lot. We're actually reading Real Love and Marriage together, but I keep coming back to my feeling that he's not telling the whole truth about the affair. I need to know the truth in order to move on, while he says he needs me to stop bringing it up in order for him to move on. Should I let go of this? If so, why? And how?" End quote. Sometimes issues or situations arise that we are absolutely certain must be dealt with because of their moral priority. We say to ourselves, how could we possibly ignore something this important? And so we do pursue these things, only to discover that in doing so, we lose everything. Before you get too attached to this issue of knowing the truth, which sounds very noble, let's ask some important questions and look at how that fits in your overall priorities in life. Why do you need to know the truth about whether John actually had sex with this woman? You already know he's been unfaithful with her, emotionally speaking. And if he was sexually unfaithful, that really would make very little difference. In my experience working with cases like this, which is considerable, the primary reason you would want to know that he's had sex with her is so you could convict him of a greater crime in your own mind. Actually, 2 crimes. Having sex with her and lying to you about it. And I suggest you keep asking why. Why would you want to do this? Why would you want to know this or convict him of this greater crime? Is your goal to bring more unconditional love into your relationship? No. You want to know the truth so you can function as the woman you sometimes see standing before some courthouses. You know, the one who holds the scales of justice. You want justice. You want to make him pay for what he's done. Notice that you only want to know if he's done something more, something you can make him feel more guilty for. Now, do you have a right to know what he's done? Yes, you do. And should he tell you the truth about what he's done? Yes, he should. But before you get out the sword of justice to cut his head off, you need to be thinking about what you really want here. Do you want the truth at the expense of love in your marriage? That would be pretty expensive truth. And it's not really all the truth, because the rest of the truth is that John only had this affair, emotional or otherwise, because he was empty and afraid, which you must not forget. I'm not justifying what he did, ever, just explaining it. And if you keep demanding that he tell the truth about it, when you don't even know whether he's told the whole truth or not, all you'll be doing is making his emptiness and fear worse. He'll only hear you say, "I don't love you," over and over. And is that what you really want? So, what can you do? Let's talk about that in our next session.